Hey everyone, welcome back to My Rising Rose with me, Jack Morrigan. Today I'm going to channel Veer, the red root chakra dragon, for you and help you to descend your roots down into the earth and connect with the heart of our living world. Now, for some of you, you'll already be experienced in doing this, but for many people, this is a really important missing link that exists within modern spirituality. There's this overemphasis on ascension, and an underemphasis on descension, rooting down into the earth. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. To give you a few updates, we've got the Dragon Library launching next month as of the time recording this video, so that's in August 2025. And we're going to be starting with Ground, which is a course put forward by Veer, all about grounding. So this you could see today as a kind of introduction to this. And then in October, from the 7th to the 11th, we've got the retreat in Glastonbury with my friend Anna and with Lola supporting us. And then at the end of October, we've got the next online live group starting, which is Descend to Eden, which is a channeled program where you'll get to interact directly with me and with the goddesses of the enlightened dark, which includes the Morrigan, aka Morgana. It includes Hela, it includes Kali, and it includes Sekhmet. And then next year, we'll probably be bringing in Dragon Medicine Live again. So, those are the updates. Stay tuned. Sign up to the newsletter if you want more information about those. And let's get started with the channeling of Veer, the red root chakra dragon of the rising rose. Kian Nalayun. Ian Nalayun. Giane. Ianayo. So bear with me a moment while I tune myself in. Kunayo. The sensitive among you will be able to feel my energies coming in. You may be able to feel it as a pulsing sensation in your feet or a sense of strong gravity in Jack's body. It feels like his feet are being kind of sucked into the earth at the same time as a kind of high pressure gust of energy is moving up into his body. And I'm just acclimatizing his body to that. That's what I mean by tuning in. I'm tuning his body into my own conscious frequency. Jack was just on Instagram and saw Bashar, who was having a neurological test done on himself while channeling through his channel, is it Veer N'Ka, and that showing that something was going on. And I think it would be very interesting if any of you have the reach where you're able to give us and Jack access to neuroimaging. I think that would be very, very interesting if there's any of you who are connected to institutions that have access to that kind of thing and would be interested in doing some sort of imaging work with us. We'd be very open to that. I think it'd be very interesting, the results that we would find. Now let me introduce myself. I am Veer, N'Ka. Jack cannot pronounce it. Veer N'Ka A. I am the red root chakra dragon of the rising rose. I am part of the root chakra of the cosmos. That's a big deal that I'm saying that phrase, and it's a very, very important phrase, part of the root chakra of the cosmos, because essentially the work that me and all the other dragons are doing with all of you is to help your body to become united with the greater part of itself. So your relatively small root chakra in your body to become united with the much vaster root chakra of the earth, which is connected to the root chakra of every single living being on this entire planet. So the scale of that is obviously billions of times larger than your own root chakra. And then beyond that, to connect with the root chakra of the cosmos, which is trillions of times larger than the root chakra of the earth. So, you know, we're talking about very, very big things. But I don't want that to be an overwhelming topic. I actually, in a sense, I want it to be an underwhelming topic, because I want your body to become really acclimatized to it in a way that feels completely ordinary. Not like something that you have to strive and stretch yourself into, so much as something that you gently relax into the realization that this has always been the way. Your small root chakra has always been held by the much larger root chakra of the earth, and always held by the much larger root chakra of the cosmos. So it's not about expanding into or forcing yourself to become something that you're not already. It's about relaxing into what you already are. So I'm here today to share a little bit about how to ground. How do you ground your body, and why is that important? First of all, when I'm talking about grounding, and whenever we're talking about grounding here, we're not talking about what Jack is coming to call common grounding. Common grounding means taking off your shoes and socks, putting your feet on the floor, hugging trees, all of these things that are typically seen as grounding practices. Now that's got its place, it's completely fine, there's lots of good that comes from doing that, it's a wonderful thing to do, it's good for your body's health. That is its own thing. What we are talking about here today is unity grounding. Unity grounding. So we're talking about descending your mind and your energies down into the heart of the earth so that you become energetically united with the spiritual architecture of this living planet. So as you can see, that's a very different description of two different things. One, common grounding is much more about calming your nervous system, getting yourself kind of harmonized with the natural pulse of the planet's energy. And the other is a deeply transformative unification of one's spiritual identity, extending beyond the human form and into the spiritual heart of this planet itself. Okay, so I've said that, but then you're probably going to say, well, okay, that sounds kind of cool. What is that? How do I experience that? Well, let me take you through a short practice now that is an introduction to all of what I will be expanding upon within Ground that launches in the Dragon Library in August 2025. So, if you're watching this video while you're driving, please either stop it or pull over so that you can be in a place where you can truly relax. Same is true if you're operating heavy machinery. If you're working right now and you need your attention to be on the task that you're doing, please stop this now and return to it when you have a free moment. So what we're going to do is together we are going to descend our roots down into the earth. How do we do that? Well, all you have to do is follow along with me, listen to the sound of my voice, and you may already be feeling it, even if you don't realize it, because my energies are coming up from the heart of the earth, coming up from the root of the earth. And you may be able to feel that already. But let us begin. So bring some awareness into your body. Just be aware of your body. There's a lot going on in there right now. There's all sorts of things moving around. And we're not trying to control them. We're not trying to make them stop. We're just being aware of whatever is arising in the body. So just be aware of that for the next few moments. No need to control anything. We're just noticing everything as it is, much like mindfulness practice. And now, we deviate from traditional mindfulness practice by focusing our attention on the sense of gravity within our body. So all the time, while you are conscious in this body, you can feel the pull of gravity gently pulling your body down toward the earth. And as I speak about it, it brings your mind to it. It makes it more obvious. You can feel that sense, that heaviness of your body, the pull of gravity. This pull can be thought of as the embrace of Mother Earth. Imagine that she is a great mother with many billions of arms, and all of these arms are gently holding each of her children. And that includes you, me, includes everyone you have ever met, and everyone you will ever meet. Quite an incredible thought. You all experience this same gentle pull of your body into the earth, the same loving embrace of Mother Earth. So take a moment now to feel the sense of gravity as it pulls you gently down, reminding yourself that this is the loving embrace of Mother Earth. Right now we're giving our attention to the feeling of gravity within the body and reminding ourselves that this is the embrace of Mother Earth. as you rest in this sensation, guided by the spiritual presence that I bring forward as the root chakra dragon, you may notice different sensations moving through your body. There may be a sense of heaviness. It may even feel that your body is so heavy that somehow, in some kind of almost a supernatural way, it feels like your body is actually descending into the earth. It may feel like you're almost entering the earth, like the earth is all around you. It's not just something below you, but actually it may come up to your legs, like may feel like your legs are literally inside the earth, or maybe even your whole body. This is a sign that your mind is descending into the earth, and it's a good indication that a unification is happening. It should, ideally, feel peaceful and relaxing. Kind of a resting feeling. Almost like all the turbulence of the upper world is fading away. A bit like when you've been out on a hot day and there's lots of people around and there's lots of energy, and it might feel exciting, yet also a little overwhelming sometimes. And the feeling that you may feel now connected to this practice is a bit like when you return home and all the curtains are drawn and the hot day is outside, and you are in the peace and the calm and the cool within. Peace and quiet. Let's intentionally rest in the peace and quiet within the earth. If you find yourself struggling to find this and saying, I don't feel peaceful and quiet right now, what am I supposed to do? Then my answer is to see if you can allow yourself to relax. Take a moment to acknowledge how you're feeling and recognize that you are allowed to feel how you feel, and that you do not need to force yourself to be at peace. Rather, just allow yourself to not be at peace and continue listening to my voice and seeing if anything changes as you allow yourself to not be at peace. It may be that that's actually what you need right now. Permission to not be at peace. And perhaps, naturally, as you listen to my voice, your body opens up and descends into peace all on its own, without the pressure of feeling like you have to, and simply resting in the guidance that I am offering. A knowing to your body that there are beings beyond you that support you and take you where you need to go. That this is not all on you, and that you have permission to lay down the effort of trying to make yourself peaceful, and instead can be taken into peace, like drifting down a river, being gently taken by the river and resting as the river gently moves you downstream. Now, this is just a little introduction. You're welcome to continue in this meditative state if you'd like, or you can rewind it back to when I began talking, or when I began the meditation, and continue on. Go through it again, or you can end your meditation time here. My hope is that this has provided some sense of rest for your nervous system. My recommendation is that you return to this, preferably once per day. Ideally, first thing in the morning when you wake up, or last thing at night just before you go to sleep. And continue to go into it each day and see if you notice any changes. Keep an eye out for any changes. Those changes could be a greater sense of peace as you go about your day. It could be a deepening of the spiritual experience over time, and by that I mean that sensation that your body is somehow within the earth may become stronger over time, and with it a felt sense of inner peace. Or there may be other experiences that you have which are difficult for me to predict because every single human being is unique. So be open to your own unique way of experiencing the meditation that I have offered here to you today. Let me and Jack know in the comments how this lands for you. You can continue updating us over time, starting at the beginning and working through. The act of sharing can be a powerful way for your psyche to become aware of the way that this meditation is impacting you, and through that, strengthen its integration into your body. So please do this. If you resonate a lot with this meditation, keep an eye out for the updates that we're going to share with you about the Dragon Library and when my meditations are going to be available there through the ground course. It's been a pleasure to be here with you, and I look forward to hearing from you how this meditation has gone for you. For now, thank you so much for being here, and I'll talk to you again soon.